Villains is currently streaming on Hulu and stars Bill Skarsgård, yes, Pennywise, from the It Chapter 1 and 2 recent film adaptations from Stephen King's novel. We've also got Myka Monroe in here, who I love and adore, so when I saw she was in it, I immediately needed to watch it. As well as Jeffrey Donovan, which I, of course, know from Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. A lot of people would know him from something like Burn Notice. And then, what's her name? Sedgwick? Kira Sedgwick, is that how you say her? Anyway, so this is about a couple two-bit criminals. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the, like, Honey Bunny and Ringo from Pulp Fiction. You know, this star-crossed lovers who go on this really stupid robbing spree, rob a gas station, then run out of gas as they're trying to, go out on the lam and run away from the cops. Real dumb criminals. But I'll tell you, I was in love with this movie like 10, 15 minutes in. I just loved that opening scene. I loved the chemistry between Bill and Myka, and I was just like, thought I was totally in for this treat. And in the end, I ended up liking the movie. I feel like the reason the film didn't fully succeed is that it never really went for it. Like, I felt like we kept setting up for craziness, like these characters that they run into. So Jeffrey Donovan and his wife, and the Kira Sedgwick character, they are the owners of this house, and the couple from the beginning breaks into their house. And I don't want to give away too much, but something happens and one of the couples gets taken hostage, and from there, insanity from the couples come out. And in these sequences, it kept setting things up like they were gonna get crazy. Like, there was going to be a lot of insanity throughout the movie that was going to be really fun. And it just all felt very lackluster. I really enjoyed the performances, and I really enjoyed the characters a lot. Like, I love this ensemble cast. Like, everyone plays their roles very well. It's just that the script does lack. It's not as interesting and doesn't go for broke like I would have hoped it had in the opening of this film. I really thought I was like gonna come review this and just be praising the hell out of it, because that first 10 minutes I was like, I love this couple and I love the edginess of this movie and I love their dialogue, and they really were selling me on it. And so the setup was strong, and what came thereafter wasn't as fulfilling as I had hoped. So what would my opinion been had the film not opened up so strong and brought up my expectations exponentially? Probably less. I mean, probably I'd be like, oh, well, this movie wasn't really anything to talk about. I wasn't really that into it. So I feel like the beginning setting me up to let me down later still boosted the film at least a little, because it's the best part of the film and it's what got me interested to watch the rest anyway. Had it been kind of lackluster throughout like the film was from the beginning, I would have lost interest halfway through, but I just kept expecting to have that closeout like the beginning had set me up for, if that makes sense. So overall, I didn't dislike my time with it. I really enjoyed the characters, as I had said, in the performances, so they were all worth it alone. And looking at Myka Monroe for an hour and a half is never a bad thing. But kind of a disappointing movie. I still enjoyed it, but I just feel like it was wasted potential. That's what I kept feeling throughout the whole movie. Like, oh man, this really could have been fantastic. This really had all of the elements to make a great movie. And in the end, I just kind of felt hollow. Kind of like, man, why? Why couldn't this be better? So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know if you see it. As I said, it's on Hulu. It's worth a watch, I think. Most of the people I know didn't like it at all, though. So I might be in the minority saying that it's watchable. But I definitely think it's watchable. I think it's a fine movie. It just, doesn't live up to its potential. Anyways, I'll stop reiterating the same point. Adios.